turn that rotten coconut into eggs. I'm looking at this A-frame. This looks well put together, but it also looks like they have just used the resources they have available to them. So I gotta ask, what is the story on this A-frame?
Well, this A-frame, I found the plans on the internet, and we went on Craigslist and we found free wood. So I went and I picked it up, I put it on my little CRV. All on the top, all these 2x4s that were used for construction framing. They had a little cement on it, but that wasn't a big deal. And I picked up a whole lot of it, and I gave the plans to my husband, and he started putting it together. The only thing we ended up buying was the plastic for the roofing and this mesh. And so I guess it was maybe around $100, $110 in total to build it. And it's light enough that my husband and I can pick it up and move it to where we need to.
This looks like the Harvey Ustery A-frame. I asked her. She thought it was. She thought that rang a bell. I can leave a link for that in the description. I've got the same one. She's modified it a bit based on the resources she has. You can easily add wheels to this by sticking bolts out and mounting those wheels. She's got some supplements hanging here through the screen. That is a papaya tree. This is smart. The papaya tree is going to give these guys some shade. These guys are going to give this papaya tree some fertilizer. They're also spreading mulch around it. See that? Speaking of mulch, she's gotten some wood chips delivered from the local tree service. Just had to pay them a delivery fee because she's so far out. That's pretty neat. Using the chickens to spread this out, help break it down into compost, and you can see they've begun to spread it out. See that? And they're starting to cut into some of the sod here, and this will be next season's garden. What kind of ducks are these, Enid?
Muscovy.
Oh, you got some Muscovies coming up. What are you gonna do with them?
Eat them.
Yay!
A few of them will be breeders, depending on, I guess if they're nice, like Dumpling. Dumpling will be a breeder, so we're not gonna eat her. She's my fave. But we'll keep a boy and maybe a girl or two. And those will be our, I guess, self-sustaining flock of meat. Cool.
Have you ever eaten duck meat before?
Yes,
okay.
But not Muscovy, which I heard is different.
In a good way or bad way?
I heard it's leaner. It's not as greasy. And I was reading some things. They said it was more like eating a fillet, like their breast meat, than it would be poultry.
Look at the Muscovies taking a bath, Mr. Brown.
Yeah.
You guys know I like the wood chip system. But do you see what's happening here? Do you see what's happening? The chickens have something to do. They're gonna fertilize in this. They're naturally scratching it, so they're turning it and breaking it down and spreading it. They're also eating it. They're finding stuff in there we can't even see. They're digging down and eating these little mites, getting a lot of protein from this. I especially want you to see that they care more and are more interested in that than their food. So let's listen to the chicken and get them more of that kind of stuff. There's nothing wrong with putting food out. I do it too. But you'll notice if you've introduced some other creative feeds, you will see that oftentimes they appreciate that even more. This kind of food, fresh grass and mulch, is a lot cheaper and more sustainable. If you look around in here, notice there's a lot of leftover coconuts. What they do is bust these open, eat the ones that are good, and the ones that are bad she gives to the chickens. Look at how well they clean this up. And I bet judging on all these coconuts, it's a big part of their diet. That's what's so beautiful about a chicken. They'll eat anything.
My little chicken. My little chicken.
Look at this jamming wood chip garden. She's got wood chips spread out. She doesn't have to do much weeds. I said to her, I bet you don't have to do much in your garden. She says, no, I don't do much in my garden. That's what happens when you use chickens to do a lot of your work and then you spread mulch. You just don't have much to do. I do want to know about this A-frame. What's the story on that A-frame?
Well, I'm short, and if I built a trellis that was 8 feet tall, I would never be able to get to it.
Yeah.
So I asked my dad to come over, tell me with some power tools, because I wasn't too sure to use them, and I told him what I wanted, and I said I wanted it 4 feet up and 4 feet down so that any cucumbers or any trellising type of plants can go up 4 feet and down 4 feet, and I don't have to climb.
You could also use that vine growth as a shade for something to go in behind it and grow underneath it. This raised bed is doing amazing. I see all kinds of herbs in there. And are you guys surprised? She got it free. That is a shipping container for these electric company devices. And she's got a friend that works for the electric company and gives those to her. I want you to see this kale hidden in here. Kale planted right beside the tomatoes. The tomatoes protecting it from the sun. And obviously this kale is thriving.
Hey girls. And here's 2.
What kind of goats are these and what are your plans for them?
Oh, these are Nubians. We went pretty far to go and get these. They're going to be for mostly yogurt and cheese. We don't drink a lot of milk because we have the coconuts and we prefer the coconut milk, but we do like a lot of yogurt, and you know, most of my kids like cheese.
You know, I had to ask about this structure. Of course, she sourced it free. This old fence was on the land. It had boards in between here. The husband just pulled those off, made this a really nice aerated home base for these guys. Good morning, Josiah. There's a duck over your head.
No.
Look, Mr. Brown. Parachute plane.
And I start cutting around. I don't want to whack you.
Oh, harvesting some coconut. Always been curious to see how to open these things. You're good at this.
I've been doing it for a while.
Hacking at it, going around with the end of the hammer. Oh, pull it apart.
See, this one's bad.
Okay, yeah. It's crumbly. I guess the goats want a piece of that too.
Yeah, so that'll go to the chickens.
So it's all mushy inside, not firm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is never a loss because the chickens end up eating it. The dogs will eat it too.
Huh.
So.
What about the goats? They think about it, but no.
They'll think about it. I don't think they like the fermented-y ones.
Okay.
I think they like the fresh ones because they've stolen some of my fresh ones before.
Second one is good. So how do you harvest the milk out of that?
Well, you have to use a really powerful blender, and I learned that the hard way. I went through probably about 4 different ninjas, or what is the other one? The Nutri-Bullets, and they all were destroyed with the amount of work that I put them through. So get a really powerful blender, put the filtered water in, put in the coconut pieces, and you just grind it until, I guess, the liquid gets hot. And once that liquid gets hot, the oils and the proteins start to, I guess, melt into the liquid, and you stick that in a nut milk bag and you just squeeze it out, and then you have your milk.
I like coconut.
You like it? Like it raw, just like that.
You guys want to give this one to the chickens? There you go. Go, coconut it up.
Nothing goes to waste on this farm. Finishing off the coconut. Getting it out of its shell. I see the goats want some of that fresh stuff.
You can use
We got eggs, kale, and tomatoes from the land. They did have to bring in the bacon, and then they have some corn fritters. It looks delicious.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Thank you very much, Enid.
You're welcome. I'm glad you guys showed up.
Bye-bye, guys. Thank you for hosting us. We really appreciate it. Bye-bye. We've been stuck in all kinds of traffic this morning. Beautiful wine is taking over.
Only because we're going slow.
Barefoot and all. We are parked. This is our first time in an RV park ever. Y'all get some energy out.
Okay.
Mr. Brown's spinning, getting some exercise. We got waterfront right there. There is an iguana in this tree. Nice boat dock here. A fish cleaning area. This is where you bring your fish from your catch for the day. You can process them and clean them here. They think we're gonna have fish scraps. The pelicans are coming over. Look at this. Woo! Look at the ocean, Mr. Brown. We're just chilling out by the bus. Hey, let me ask you something.
What?
Are mermaids real or fake?
Well,
Oh, what would you do if you saw one?
there was a
You would swim with them? Would you be scared? You wouldn't? Okay, that's good.
Papa dear. Mama don't
I would be scared. You think I'd be scared of a mermaid?
No.
I don't think so.
Yes,
Would you guys be scared of a mermaid?
No.
Would you get all shy?
No.
Would you get shy?
A little bit.
A little bit? At least you're honest. Lily doesn't know this, but tomorrow, one of our fans is showing up as a mermaid at one of these beaches. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. They have a boat. We're gonna go out on a boat. They're gonna do the mermaid thing.
Coming, Papa?
Yeah, I'm coming, just 1 second. That's tomorrow. Lily's dreams are finally coming true.